Hey everybody, welcome back. So it is August 13th. Today I'm going to be planting the rest of my food plots. So what we're going to be using, I'll be using some of this Biologic Green Patch Plus, which is just a wide array of different brassicas, and I believe there's some oats in it. So I'm going to try that, see how that works. Then I'm going to go with this Whitetail Institute Tall Tine tubers. I got my pump fixed, so it's ready to go. My girlfriend. So we're gonna go ahead and take y'all through the different methods that I'm going to be planting these two food plots. The one with the tall tine turnips, that's going to be a buckwheat food plot that I'm going to do no-till on, and then the one for the Green Patch Plus, that's going to be one that I've done 3 sprayings on within the last month and a half, and tried terminating as much as I could. So we're just going to broadcast over top of that one, run it over, and pray for some rain. We have some rain coming Monday and Tuesday, it looks like 50% chance, and then a few about a week from now. So I think today will be a pretty good day to plant. I know that one of the most important parts is definitely waiting for some rain and make sure that it's in the forecast. But I know it could be a little early, but I don't think it'll hurt it any. I believe that our first frost date here in Orange, I'm in Orange, Virginia. The first frost date is, I believe, around the 16th of October. So being the 13th, that puts us right at that 60-day mark, which I see is probably the most highly recommended time. 45 to 60 days, somewhere in there, so you get some good growth in there, but it doesn't take too long and it's not too short. So I'll go ahead and walk you through this and just stick with me. Alright guys, so one of the first things I'm going to do is on one of my no-till plots, the one that I don't have the buckwheat on, since there hasn't been anything putting stuff back into the soil, I'm going to take this plot start and go ahead. I believe there's almost 2 gallons in it. I used some of it, but this is just to adjust the pH. Technically, I believe it's supposed to just help with the uptake of nutrients, but they say that it can change your pH level a point, which is very big for me because I know that I'm gonna need a little bit of help on that other one. Got a little bit of spillage. It's alright. There we go. So there goes that. I'm going to fill it up with a little bit more, and then I'm going to go ahead and spray that field. So stick with me. So I'm at the one food plot that I'm just going to broadcast into. See if I can get some good germination. You see all this dead thatch. As you can see, soil's right there. Now I do have some weed issues. As you can see, I don't know what type of weed that is, honestly, but it's not terrible. There's some clover actually still living in here, but I'm gonna spray this with the plot start, and just to see if I can help jumpstart anything. I'm gonna spray this with the plot start, go ahead and broadcast, and then I'll come back in and spray with my glyphosate. So stick with me, should be good. Hey everybody, welcome back. Alright, so as you can see behind me, I've got my buckwheat food plot that I'm going to do no-till in. Sorry for the little bit of a wind noise that there might be. Got about a 5-10 mile an hour wind, but it's pretty cool. Mid-August, about 80 degrees, so it's cooled down a little bit. It's a great day to do the food plot. It's got rain in the forecast within the next 2 days, so I'm going to try to go ahead and get most of my stuff done here in Orange, Virginia. So I have about a ½ pound of Imperial Whitetail chick magnet. It's a foraged chicory. I already put a little bit of it out, so I just had half a bag left. It does a third of an acre with 1 pound, but since I have half a pound, it should do a sixth of an acre. It'd just be a good little supplement to these tall tine turnips from Imperial Whitetail. So I'm really excited to see how these do. I've tried them in the past with great success, and that was without having the proper pH levels and nutrients in the soil. I think I'm doing a little bit better now, especially having this buckwheat. So I'm going to try this again, and I'm going to take you along with me as I go through the process and see how well it does broadcasting into this buckwheat food plot that then I will proceed to knock down and then spray to kill. And it'll be the great duff laying over top of the seed, and hopefully these turnips and chicory will pop up through that, and it'll be able to hold some moisture down on the ground with this duff. So stick with me, it should be fun. Alright, so as you can see, so this buckwheat is give or take, waist level. It should be able to get the seed down to the soil pretty well, because I'll be able to walk over top of it. I don't have to hold my broadcaster way too high or anything. I'm going to be using this chicory and brassicas, since it's a rather small seed. It should do a good job getting down in there. And I'm also going to set my my spreader to a small setting, so that way I don't put out too much. I've had issues in the past where I've definitely doused one area with too many brassicas and then they choke each other out. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to put it on a low setting and just make sure I get every spot well, and then I got a little bit more seed left, and with that I'll go ahead and go back over and overseed a few spots. So I'm going to get started. Alright everybody, so as you can see behind me, I've killed off this food plot. So I'm going to try a no-till plot without using the buckwheat to suppress weeds. Instead, I just tried to burn it all off using glyphosate and 2,4-D sprayings. I believe I've had 2 solid sprayings on it in the last month, give or take. It's left a lot of dead thatch on the ground, but I believe with these brassicas, clovers, it's got some wheats and oats in it. With this mixture, I should be able to get some good germination. This is the Biologic Green Patch Plus. This is the first time I've used any of the biologic stuff in it, but from what I've seen, it should be some good stuff. I already went through this plot and I sprayed it with the soil amendment, and it should help me adjust the pH of this. So we'll see what happens. Give or take, it should take 3 weeks before I see some really solid germination. But with this cool August weather, I had to take advantage of it. So stick with me. Alright guys, so right here is a good reason why I'm trying the no-till. As you can see, there's a whole pile of rocks up in here. I mean, all the way up through there. There's nothing but rocks up through this entire spot. That's why I'm trying. Even the buckwheat kind of struggled, so I'm not going to expect too much on this hilltop right here. But if I could get the buckwheat to grow, I don't see why I couldn't maybe get some brassicas to grow. So this would be a good spot to kind of test it out.